Alright, what's going on, guys? It's been a while. Last video I made, I went to the junkyard. We dissected that back bumper off that Caprice wagon. And now I'm bringing you another video towards the wagon update. The 90 wagon, not the 83. And these are the new exhaust manifolds. There's no videos on YouTube as of right now at all pertaining to these aftermarket manifolds. They're by a company called Thornton's, and they're specifically just for Oldsmobiles. And what they created here is a set of small block manifolds that have never been created before, that have bigger passages inside of them. They've got bigger openings where the head pipe goes on. And most of all, you don't have to plug up the classic crossover pipe that you did. And in all of Oldsmobile history, anytime a car got a small block, even a Rally 350, they would just take they would cap off the crossover pipe on the passenger manifold. Well, I don't have to worry about that. But like I said, this is one of those products that's not really talked about. Nobody really knows about them. It's a specialty product, and I'd like to put the first video on YouTube about these manifolds in particular. Now, I'm going to throw some other stuff in here today about the rest of the exhaust that's getting done to the car, but I'd start with these. So as you can see, trying out the tripod today. As you can see down here, this is the passenger side manifold. I don't know why Olds did this. I don't know what other companies do it or don't do it. But your crossover pipe will come from the driver's side manifold and plug in right here, and then it would blow out this side for your single exhaust system. If you look at the passenger manifold up here, the new one doesn't have that crossover cutout. The original cutout would be right here. Here's your driver's side manifold. You can do a comparison. They're pretty similar, but like I said, they are thicker manifolds. There's a weight difference. They're heavier. You can already see from here to the block is thicker than it is from here to the block. These right here swoop out versus these are flat. These come out and give you more breathing room. They're also center divided right here, which they're not done from the factory. And they divide all the way down to the end of the casting. It's a very good product. I like it so far. I haven't used them. I don't expect to pick up any horsepower gains out of them. Although there will be a better flow with these. But the little bit of power that I'll pick up will be minute. Mainly I wanted them because I didn't want to cap off the crossover pipe. And I don't want to go with headers because they create a bunch of extra heat under the hood and they're a pain in the ass for fitment. You got to take the oil filter adapter off the block. The headers get really close to the starter. I wasn't trying to deal with all that shit. If anybody's looking to use these manifolds on one of their projects, you're researching this video and this one comes up, you can contact me through the comments and shit. I'll answer any questions you have. Like I said, they're just an interesting product. I like them. But on to the other stuff. I'll show you the mufflers and stuff that I picked out for the wagon as well. So let's go for a little walk. Wagon's nice and clean today. I went with these. I chose these Dynamaxes. I wasn't going to go with a classic sound of a chambered muffler like Flowmaster, because frankly everybody puts that on everything around here. Pickup trucks, Mustangs, it all sounds the same. They sound like marbles on a tin can, and it just does not sound good. And they drone like a bitch too. These are going to be more of a deeper, bassier tone. And instead of the chambered muffler, which has multiple rooms and dimensions and chambers for the exhaust to flow around baffles and shit, there's no restriction on these mufflers. They're a straight through design. I'll take it out of the box and show you. Alright, so here's what we're looking at. These are called the Ultra Flows, and the part number I think is 17222, I believe. It's just 2.5 inch diameter. It's got an outlet and an inlet, or you can flip it over. It really doesn't matter. They're unit-fit mufflers. This is where they're cool looking. You can see straight through them. It's kind of like a glass pack, but with a muffler body on it, so it'll deepen it up and it won't be so raspy and crackly. Let me look at the box briefly. Now they make another version of this muffler. This is an oval muffler. They make a round one, kind of looks like a fart can. They're louder. I would have loved to put these on here, but I don't drive this car every day. My dad does, so I'm not going to blow his ears out. So these are the Ultra Flow welded. The other ones would be Ultra Flow round. They give you their little claims of like numbers and flow readings and shit on the back, which I thought it was funny to see Flowmaster all the way down here. I hate that company. And then on this side, you can see what it looks like inside. If anybody wants to read that shit, they can. Now this is going to be a true dual exhaust car. There's going to be no crossover pipe, there's going to be no X pipe, no H pipe. There's going to be complete segregation from cylinder bank to cylinder bank. So naturally I had to get 2 of them. And I'll show you guys the coolest looking catalytic converters I've ever seen in my life. Let's take another walk. Check these out. Like I said, being that it's a complete separate exhaust, you need to run 2 catalytic converters to pass our visual emissions check out here. Now, as you can see, they're not hollow. You can hear them. You know, you knock on them, if it was hollow, it'd sound like a church bell. But then again, when we look at these up closer, check this shit out. Whoa, what? Like I said, the coolest looking converter you've ever seen. Now, let me put it this way. I would never ever put these on a car that was going to be run on the street illegally. Let me get that right out in the open. So, quote unquote, these are not going on this car. But once again, they don't have hollow cats. What are you talking about? So, that's going to wrap up these updates. There's going to be more updates coming up rather soon. Right now I have the transmission for this car inside the tranny shop down in Carlisle, and they're going to be putting the seal kit in and the Transgo reprogramming kit in. And I picked out a little goodie for the transmission. I'm not going to put the sticker on the car, but I got a 2500 stall converter for it. If anybody wants a part number for that, it's a GM25 BPO, Buick, Pontiac, Oldsmobile, because they all have their own separate bell housings and they're a different transmission than what Chevy uses. So when I get that tranny back from the shop, I'll probably make another video on that. But I guess this is going to be about a 10-minute video. That'll wrap it up for today. Just wanted to show you guys that I didn't forget about this car. I was supposed to get it done a year ago, but now it's starting to come together. I didn't forget about it. I know some of you probably have forgotten about this car, and stay tuned. There'll be more videos on the way about this car. So, see you then. Later.